Hi everyone, just coming on to say hello and do a quick little video here in my Fasting for Life t-shirt. It's Friday evening and I had such a super busy week with work, coaching, appointments, trying to reply to emails and messages and texts and everything. So if you've sent me a message, I really think I have got back to everybody. But if I haven't got back to it, please send me another message, because sometimes when someone sends me a message, I will look and they will already have to be sending me a previous message that I somehow just didn't see, especially on Instagram. I think I go through them all every day, but I think when you react to a story or something else happens, then the message disappears. But I think I've replied to everybody. I really don't have very many appointments left for next week at all. So if you've already inquired and you have asked me about an appointment, I can't guarantee that's still there, because it's flat out and first come, first served, and that's just the way I have to do it. And I'm sure you all understand that. But I do have one or two appointments left, particularly in the evening. So if you still want an appointment, come over and ask me. I also just want to do a quick little point of view around fasting window and an eating window. So we have this element in our head that we think that all fasts have to add up to 24 hours. So you fast for 23 hours and you eat for 1 hour, adds up to 24. You fast for 22 hours, you eat for 2 hours, adds up to 24. You fast for 16 hours, you eat for 8 hours, adds up to 24. You fast for 18 hours, you eat for 6 hours, adds up to 24. Okay, when you're fasting and you start off and you're doing 16-hour fast, it's not advisable that you go over 8 hours in your eating window. So that adds up to 24. With 18 hours as well, you kind of keep your window 6 hours. So that's okay. But when you're doing longer fasts and you're doing 20 hours and you're doing 23 hours and you're doing 20 hours, your eating window doesn't have to add up to 24, because how does that even really make sense when you think about it? If you're after doing a 16-hour fast, you can eat for 8 hours, but then when you do a 20-hour fast, you can only eat for 4 hours. It's just the way fasts were broken up to explain them. And when you do longer fasts and want to have your window shorter, but you don't necessarily have to have a short eating window just because you did a longer fast. I would rather somebody eat over an extended period of 4 or 6 hours and enjoy their food, because than to think, oh, I have to eat everything in 1 hour and stuff all the food into you. What is the point in that? The peaks and the highs and lows of your insulin and your food intake and everything, it's not worth it. Don't be putting yourselves under that much pressure. When I did the 100 days of OMAD and I was fasting for 23 hours and I was eating for 1 hour, over that period, I learned that what's the point in you just eating for the 1 hour? Extend it to 2 hours and enjoy it that bit more. You're still going to fast the next day for just as long, 23 hours. Concentrate more on the length of your fast rather than the length of your eating window. You don't get any prize for eating within an hour. Oh, I only ate for an hour today. That doesn't make any difference. It's the fast that counts, not the eating. So try and just get that mindset that you're thinking to yourself, oh yeah, it's not about, oh, I can only eat for 1 hour, 2 hours. It's actually about how long you're fasting for. So you can do loads of executive fasts, long fasts, one after the other, one after the other. And it doesn't matter how long you're eating in between. The only issue that we have about eating is when you're doing the shorter fasts. When you're doing 16 hours and you're doing 18 hours, you don't have much leeway. You should be trying to gradually make your eating window less over that period of time. You would never go over 8 hours, in particular in the beginning, never go over 8 hours. Sure, if you have a day off or you have something comes up and you go over 8 hours, it's not the end of the world. But we aim to keep our eating window in the beginning under 8 hours. And then as we progress, we can reduce it to 6 hours, to 5 hours, to 4 hours. But you might always be on 16-hour fast, 8 hour eating windows. And that will work perfectly fine for you. You'll still lose weight and you'll still have the benefits of fasting. You just won't have as much leeway to play around with it. So that's just the message I want to get across today. Concentrate more on the length of your fast rather than the length of your eating window. Any questions, pop them down below and I will get back to you. Hope you all have a lovely weekend. I am taking the weekend off and I'm going to chill out and relaxez-vous, have a few drinks and enjoy life. And I hope all you guys are going to do the same. Chat to you soon.